What up, group? Welcome back to Alliance War Season 21, War number 7, where we take on Iron Maiden. And wow, they are a much smaller alliance. And we are just so surprised when we matched them that they had 30 out of 30 people. Because of all the banning that happened and all the unit scam that's happened, we were surprised. And they are just a much smaller alliance, and yet they're in 4th place right now at the beginning of this war. 4th place, while we're in 2nd. So we have a lot to hold, and we know these guys have gone sub 3 deaths for all of their wars, So we knew we had to play our best. So we're all boosting up the best that we can to make sure we don't mess up, trying our best not to make mistakes. I was put on path 9 in the first section, which is a Rhino. Second section, I'm on path 7. There are some mini bosses that I want to take, so I'm not sure if I'm going to end up taking them or not, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be not the hardest war, because they have, there is a rank 3 Elsa there, but they don't have that much, of hard fights. They have weird placements. Rhino on path 9 is an easy Quake fight, or easy Ghost fight, or easy Red Hawk fight, or easy anyone fight. And there are some fun little, mini bosses everywhere, and they placed a domino on a weird placement. It's just weird. But anyways, I was put on path 9, and this Rhino, I think, was a joke for me because it's such an easy fight for Ghost. I think someone with Quake should have came in here and used it instead of using Quake on a path that wasn't Quakeable, which someone ended up dying with Quake. And I said they should have been placed here, but I'm not an officer, so I'm not in charge. But again, we did a great job for the fact of what we were doing before compared to now. I think we did a great job. Placement was great. Where officers placed everyone was also great. But yeah, this is Hadra Shift, and it's a really easy fight. He is a stubborn defender, so all I gotta do is parry and do some hits. That's it. And, of course, I'm not gonna parry his first hit, because that's how you die and get an unblockable hit to your face, because that's 2 unblockables in a row. I get to a special 2, and this fight is over. I lose not even 2% in this fight. Not even 2%. Easy peasy fight. If you're gonna fight against Rhino, that's how you're gonna do it, if he's parryable at least. Then there's this Matador Tigra, and I was just concerned that if she got to a special 2, I'd be done. So I decided to just bait special 1. If she doesn't throw it, I'm just gonna, hit her as much as I can till she's dead. See if I can get to a special 2. But in order for me to get to a special 2, she has to throw 2 specials. And I believe she doesn't have any buffs, because this node has a power drain if she has buffs. But because she doesn't have buffs, I'm not going to be power drained. I just phased the beginning, though I probably should have just hit her as much as I could there to get off all the damage from the Suicide Furies. But she's not even a stubborn defender, but I don't trust myself against her double medium. I did dual Tigra, so I knew exactly what her mediums and heavies look like, just in case I decided I was dumb. But I'm just doing a few hits here, and I'm trying to bait special 1. I'm in my corner, so I'm like, crap, I am in so much trouble right now. So I'm like, you know what? Bait heavy, finish her off, and just do that. Who cares about her specials? Don't even worry about it. Just if you have to, bait special 3, because she's not throwing specials, but fight over. Again, super easy fights. Weird placement that they placed a Tigra there. A Matador. I mean, that could have been Quake. That could have been anyone could have used that. That could have been easily, Archangel, so easily. But anyways, next is this Sasquatch fight. And boy, this was fun. So this Sasquatch on node 22 is unawakened, which means that he doesn't get the full Wrath, I believe, after you throw a special 3, because I think the Awakened ability just affects his special 3, and affects also him regenning when he's below a certain amount of percentage. So I'm like, alright, so he's not going to regen, so super easy, and he's not going to go unstoppable as often. Again, super easy. Because last time I fought Sasquatch was on boss of last season of the last war, I fought him on boss with Hazard Shift. It's a really easy fight. But he has 280,000 health. I'm like, alright, so this is a bit more boosty, and plus, I know that if I mess up, I put an invuln boost on. I'm like, I am not going to die to this fight. I was not meant to do this fight. Someone else could have done it, but I'm like, you know what? I got this. I'm boosted up, plenty of damage. I got my power boost on, ready to go. I'm kind of glad I didn't waste an invuln boost for this fight, because I know an invulnerability boost would have been such a waste for this fight. He is a stubborn defender, so I'm trying to get as much damage as I can. I am blocking a lot of hits, but just because I want to get as much damage as I can here, he threw a heavy there, but it's fine. He's not going to get his Wrath for a while. I believe with Power Snack and Backup Recovery, he's not going to really get a special 3 until, like, I want him to. But right here, I hit this, and I don't phase my recoil, because I'm like, oh, he's going to go to a special 3. Oh, wait, he's above 52. He didn't cross to 50 yet. I thought he for sure was going to cross the backup recovery, and I should have parried that hit instead of hitting him here, because I just totally wasted a special 2 I could have had if I would have parried him instead of just phase intercepting him. But I think I expected him to throw a special 3 instead of running it at me. So I phase this, and then I see he regens right here. I'm like, wait, his awakened ability has to do with regen. He's not regenning. And I have a special 3, so I have to throw it as quick as I can. I'm like, wait, how is he regenning? I don't know Sasquatch that well, but I'm pretty sure I read his abilities. Anyways, I'm like, alright, ignore the fact that happened. Even if he regens, I have a power boost on. We're good. We're totally good. He's about to have another special 3. It's fine. He's going to help push me to another special 2 if needed. He's at 56%. He was at 49, but that regen got him up pretty nicely. But he's a beefy boy. But it's only a rank 5, unawakened. It must be the only Sasquatch in the whole alliance that they have. Because, again, they're not very beastie, and they apparently don't spend money. They also have a reputation of modding and cheating, but I don't know, because I've never ever dealt with them before, never fought them before, so I don't know how they are. But again, another special 2, of course, Power Snack initiates when I throw my special 2. I miss my recoil, but it's whatever. I throw another special 2 here, and this fight is easily over just like that. Dude, I lost no health in that fight. Easy fight. I only lost health to block damage. I don't know why I put an in-bomb boost down, but I had to be safe. So yeah, on to the next fight. So there was also Bloodstone on Encroaching Stun. I was supposed to take it. My buddy Tien just destroyed it. He took it with his Mega Red, and I'm so glad he just destroyed it. So I'm on to my path now. Path number 7. We have Hyperion, Power from Afar, and Spite. Which means that he's going to get to the special 3. Which means that I have Ghost and Hood synergy, so I'm going to phase right through it. Which means that this fight is easy. Super easy. I did throw on a potion, I believe. And I throw on some boost again, because we're supposed to boost up as much as we can in this war, because we're not dying to these. I don't think they're hackers or modders. I just think that they fight for each other, because I've seen them, they weren't moving at all, then all of a sudden they all start moving together. It was pretty odd, to be honest. And at this point, we're tied. I believe 2-2, 2 deaths to 2 deaths, and it's so close. And I'm pretty happy he's throwing his specials like nothing, because I don't have to worry about phasing special 3s, and I can just get my damage in just easily. Try to get a heavy off, but of course, Spite turned off. Actually, it didn't turn off. I didn't end up getting a Fury, which I'm kind of sad about. But I throw a special, and he is down to 4%. I'm like, alright, phase my recoil, and end up just phasing his special 3. It's no big deal. All I gotta do is just throw one hit into him, and he's done after this special 3. And I believe this season, I'm basically perfect with taking no hits this whole season. So yeah, still doing it. And I'm also deathless. Still to this point, deathless. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that I'm taking some hard fights and some decent fights. But next to this blade is annoying because he's on Connect Transference and Aspect of Evolution. This means he gets more power quicker, but it's not a big deal because I am Ghost and I will phase through most of his hits and only parry him when I want to do damage because he is a defensive champion. Wow, I talk a lot. Wow, that was silence, and that was hard to be silent. But anyways, the only time I can get damage off is when I parry him. And obviously when Blade has more power, his stuns don't last as long. So here I make a dumb mistake of trying to throw a heavy attack. He has a special 1. Of course, his stun didn't last long, so I got hit by a special 1. But it's not that much damage, not as much as I expected it to. I turn it into a Fury. Of course, that's what I meant, was get to under 50%, so I could do more damage. And I wanted to phase those. Of course, I wanted to do more damage. Throw a special 2, and he's done. And that is it for my fights this war. This Power from Afar and Connect Transference Iron Man Infinity War, I was going to take. My buddy at the end, him and I was talking and saying who's going to take it. He's like, up to you. You take it. I take it. I'm like, all right, your choice. And he ended up taking it. And then there was a Nick Fury on Hazard Shift, which I was looking forward to taking in case I could. But someone else took it and they destroyed it. As you saw, this war was so close, but the opponent didn't die to our battle group at all. They're the first person ever to not die to my battle group. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the first loss this whole season to Iron Maiden, who has a completely bad reputation. They died 3 times. But look at our defender kills. We died 5 times this whole season, this whole war. We boosted up. Some of those fights deaths could have been avoided, but of course, stuff happens, and it's the best war we've ever had, because before this, the best was 10 deaths. The fact that we can limit down to halfway of that to 5 deaths, my alliance did an amazing job. Every battle group did what they're supposed to do. Some fights were very stressful, some were stuff just happened. In the last 20 fights, we were ahead, and then we ended up falling with another 2 deaths. And yeah, I think that we can do better next time. But we have a vengeance, and we know that we are Masters material for sure. Top 3, maybe? But we'll see based on what happens next. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming here. If you guys have comments or questions about Iron Maiden, I did talk to one of their members in Discord, and just ask me any questions you have. I'm sure I can easily help you out with it. But anyways, this is Coop, signing off. Happy gaming.